You're now rocking with the 134 Smash Podcast.
Welcome everyone to the newest podcast on the network. It's 134 Boys. I'm Kevin.
I'm Tyree. I'm Yvonne.
Don.
We are all proprietors of the podcast. We are no way experts, but passionate and curious observers who are willing to discuss topics. Our podcast will be a variety of topics for the public, which cover current events, life purpose, sports, entrepreneurship, music, finances, friendship, health, relationships, and entertainment. Today's episode, we'll be covering the AAU World, and we have Rasheed Martin, which is going to give us his spec on the AAU background, running it, and all that stuff. So we'll hand the mic. Well, first, we'd like to give him a round of applause for coming on, and we'll give him the mic so he can introduce himself and give us some information about the AAU World.
Look, first, my name is Rasheed Martin. I've been in the AAU World now for about 9 years with the youth. Before the youth, we were still under Court Masters Elite, but we were dealing with Unlimited, which is grown men, college kids. First tournament that we played in was Forest Project, 23 Park. Law Finesse used to run that tournament, and Bingo, I do believe. I had a lot of talent come bringing them out there to come play. You know, they was playing the high Division I basketball, and then as the years went on, I just decided to say, you know what, I want to mess with the youth now, give my knowledge to them.
That's what's up. Can we get a round of applause for that, Kev?
That's
What's up? That's what's up, Rob. Well, let's start where all this started from. All this really started from about like 3 episodes back. And we was talking about all the ballers from the hood, and Ryan came up multiple times as one of the legends in the hood. So how you feel about that? How you feel about dudes calling me one of the legends in the hood as far as playing ball? You know what I mean? How you feel about that?
I really appreciate the credit that they was giving me. Also, too, there was a lot of talent coming out of that area. Very competitive. We all wanted to win. Of course, everybody know that. Everybody wanted to be better than everybody. But like I said before, it was one guy really that took everybody around in that neighborhood, And we also forgot somebody, which was Tall Sam, which used to take us to play everything. Not only basketball, baseball, and football.
Nice.
But on the basketball note, Sam took us around also because he was messing with Fat Joe and them at one point in time.
Okay.
He used to take us to 52 Park. He put us in Forest a couple of times before I decided to do my own thing. He would take us to Roberto Clemente and play in a couple of tournaments. Back at 145th at Lennox. So he introduced us to a lot of tournaments as well. Besides, after that happened, we got a little older. Max started taking us around. Also, Box took us over there to like Hybrid, But we played in everything. Between myself and X, we played everywhere. Quan as well, Mac as well, Avala, Corey, Headbanger. Wherever I went, Headbanger went with me. Before he came, I do believe, from New Rochelle.
Okay.
That was the first time I seen Headbanger play was in New Rochelle, Remington Park in New Rochelle. And I was like,
that was
damn,
everywhere.
Kid?
That was all over.
Yep.
So I have a question. First question for you. So out of all the elite players, right? What pushed you or what drove you to say, hey, I'm gonna start me an AAU squad?
To be honest, the real reason I started AAU with the youth was Mac called me one day and was like, Ron, I got offered a job in Mount Vernon Elite, which was the amateur version of Mount Vernon High School. So it was the lowest level. His friend Mike, which is O, I know y'all know O, I used to be with Mac, brother. So I went and helped him, because I had the kids. Mac just had got the job offered, and I said, I'm gonna come up there and help you. At first, I didn't want to do it, and then I was like, let me just go do it. So I went and helped them at Mount Vernon Elite. We had one whole season. So basically, playing AAU, you got to keep your players playing on the off season. So like basically, Mike's son played high school ball. So if right after March comes, that's when high school season is over. So from April all the way to August, you got to keep these kids playing. He didn't want, it was his program, which was called NYC Elite at the time. He didn't want, this is his exact words. Me and Mac were sitting in the car, and he said, I don't give is we cursing or you can say whatever? Or I don't give a fuck what route I want to do. It's my program. I don't care. 15 parents. All I want is 15 parents to give me $1,500 so I can pay my bills. After that, I said, you don't really give a fuck about these kids. Like,
Mm.
in order for us to keep the good players, which I'm bringing to you, you have to play all year round because they're middle school kids. If your son is in high school, so we can't have your son. But the middle school, you want to keep them playing all year
Yes.
round so you can keep the kids on that team, on that one team. Because if you ain't playing, believe me, Tyree got a team, Rashawn got a team. All of y'all have a team, and y'all call these kids and say, "Hey, Jamel, come play with us." He's gonna come play with y'all. His father or mother gonna let him come play because Court Master Elite ain't playing. That's how the AAU season goes. So I said, you know what? I went home, I opened up the laptop, and I said, I literally Googled, how do you start an AAU program? Which was the simplest shit ever.
Mm.
And you go on the AAU website, Amateur Athletics Union, and you type in whatever, you can get your 501c3 through them, you can get your LLC through them, and you just do the paperwork. So we started it. Mac was like, yo, you really gonna do this? I said, yeah. I'm the one who bought the players, you know? So I said, fuck this nigga. I didn't really know him at the time, so I just said, fuck it. So that's what started it. That very first year, we took off.
Mm.
Like, that was my best AAU year, that very first year. And that was 8 years ago.
What's
Nice,
up, man? Hey,
nice,
took a leap
nice,
of faith,
nice.
G.
Yeah,
Took a leap
yeah.
of
Hey,
faith.
hey, I got another question for you, man. I ain't gonna bombard you with questions. I know everybody else gonna
Nah,
ask you.
it's fine.
But so this is the thing, and I picked up on it with kids, right? Especially new generation. When you training or telling the kid do like this, do this, do this, do that. How old were you when you started that AAU program?
That was 8 years ago. I'm 45, so we'll
33,
try.
So you're
37,
30. All
37,
right.
37.
So were you
37,
still
38, yeah.
playing ball a little bit at the time?
Tyrell tell you, I still train to this day. Like, I still get out there and show moves to this day. It's not as quick as it is, as I
Okay.
used to be, but I can always show. My IQ was very high, so I'm very tough on my guard.
Okay.
And down the line, I would tell you, we going to get to all of that also, but I was very, very tough on my guard.
All
Gotcha,
right.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, what's up? What's up? What's
Yeah.
up, man? Nah, my thing is basically about I want to pick Rob brain about him growing up and playing ball as far as like him for him to teach the kid and what he doing. Rob, you was a guard, right? So I know he's one of like the best guards in the Bronx growing up. So like, how do you transform your game into like teaching the kids, even though they probably not as good as how you was, but how do you help them with that?
Basically just trying to first when I first meet a kid and we get in the gym, I try to see his IQ. If his IQ is very low, then I try to pick his brain. The most important thing about coaching the youth is holding them accountable for their mistakes. You know, a lot of these coaches don't do that. If you get a real good kid that's high, maybe 3, 4, 5 star, they let you go out there and do whatever you want to do. You know, so and half of these, I'm pretty sure y'all see it if y'all go around any basketball. If a parent, they think their kid has already made it, he made it already. So it is what it is. Like, oh, I don't want my kid doing this. I don't want my kid doing that. They don't want their kid to cope, you know? So basically me, I would just, if I see you make a couple of mistakes, I try to, fix it. But I also try to fix it in the gym, because if you get a real good one, or if
Mm-hmm.
you get a real bad one, a real bad one is like, damn, coach, you'll keep picking on me. But not knowing when coach stopped picking on you, the coach gave up on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When a coach
100%.
care about you, he's gonna keep picking on you. And you don't call it picking on you, you call it coaching you. I'm trying to teach you. So when you get back to high school, the coach would be like, damn, what was coaching you? Because he definitely put
Yeah.
some pieces in that puzzle. He put that puzzle back together.
What's up? What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yeah.
So it's like, so for when you played to what I just explained now, is it more harder now to coach him now? Like when you was coach, like you think?
No, I still think it was harder when we was growing up because I think my generation and probably the generation before that, it was basically, I'm gonna say 5 teams. And if you didn't play for them 5 teams, you wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Like plain and simple. Like I'm just being honest because no, you can't name a lot of people that didn't go through those programs. It really was only two in the Bronx, and two in New York, which was Gauchos and Riverside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the big ones.
And before that, there was a team called Tip out of West Palm, which was deadly. They had literally 10 to 12 guards, and they were super nice. They was beating everybody in small fry basketball back in the days.
Mm.
know, but a lot of people don't know about that. They just know Riverside and Gauchos. Young Life, there was a team of Young Life that was really good as well. But I was young then. I was young. I didn't make none of those teams until I got older.
Okay.
Okay.
So the AAU culture has always been alive in the city. Right? It's not a new thing.
It's always been in the city, always been around, always been around. It's just a lot of people do it to benefit their child now. You know what I'm saying? If your child ain't playing at that major program or on a team and he ain't getting those minutes, you create your own AAU team for your son and build around your son and make your I'm gonna try to get my son in this college through this program.
Got you.
You know, it, it it's just it's all politics. It's all
Politics.
how can how
Politics.
can how can I get my kid to where he wants to be instead of releasing your kid to someone that you call your friend
Mm.
or your brother or you know what I'm saying? Like this guy maybe can get my son to a college that I want him to get to. But then when sometimes when shit fell and go the wrong way, you still call your friend or your brother like, hey Rod, I need help. You know?
So
It's bad. It's bad. This AAU world is really bad.
that's the next question. So you've heard the stigmas, right?
Yeah.
You know, AAU is not good for your kid. You don't need AAU. Over AAU is just a money grabber and all this.
I think AAU is for it's not bad, Kev. It's not bad. You just gotta have somebody with a good heart that's gonna put you in the right places. It's tough. It's really, really tough out there because there's so many New York City teams. Now, I'm saying now, I'm
But
thinking
now,
about now.
okay,
It's so you name it. It's nine of them probably in the Bronx, nine of them in Harlem, nine of them
mm.
in Queens, nine of them in Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island.
But a majority of them aren't sponsored, right? They're not under any
I don't think right now. I don't think no team is fully sponsored but Castle.
in the under a circuit.
They are under Puma circuit now. They're
So they
not on
Puma,
that.
okay.
Yeah, that this new circuit they just started this year. They are the only sponsored program in New York from this period. Like they don't pay anything. Now, if you are 17U and you play at Adidas, Under Armour, Nike, those programs are fully sponsored as well.
Yeah. Nike's
The seven,
EYBL.
yeah,
Yeah.
16 still gotta pay. 16U and down still gotta pay something.
Damn.
Yeah, that's if you not that kid. If you that kid, you ain't paying shit. So I don't care what age you are. Two,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
If they need you, they gonna work.
They're gonna work something out.
You're right. You're right.
Now, I was gonna ask him the same thing about as far as like because back in the day they were saying like AAU wasn't all that good for the kids, but now everybody wants the kid in AAU. I was something similar to what Kev was talking about how the stigma about the money grab, but he kind of answered the question already. That's what I was gonna ask him though. But
Let me
yeah,
ask you a question, Rod, real quick. So, Rod, so congratulations to Rod. You know your son going to the chip game Saturday.
Yeah. Let's give them a round of applause.
okay, all right.
So,
Look,
Rod,
Rod.
so Rod, when you think about, so would you put your kid, your son in
To my me.
yeah, you.
I mean, like, I was gonna ask him Rod about that shit off the air, but like, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know. I want him to get used to playing more ball. Like he's just going to, he's in 10th grade now, so getting taller. You know what I mean? He got the heart, but I need really somebody to really work with him and shit. Like, cause I play ball, but I don't have like the fundamentals. Like, I be wanting to be a dribbler. All I know is for like blocking and trying to get dunks and shit. Like I hustle, like. But
Mhm.
yeah, if I could get my son in something like that, yeah, he love playing ball, so I definitely want him to try to get in more involved, like in organized ball, because he like to play like in tournaments outside. He tried out for the school team or whatever the case may be. He made it, but it wasn't like the JV team, like another team that go on other schools and play people. But yeah, I was gonna ask about that shit off the air, but yeah, I definitely want to try to get him in it because I feel like, do you want to play ball like to become an NBA player, or you like playing ball? He's like, I want to become an NBA player. I'm like, well, you got to put, there's more got to put into it. Like, it's not just outside in the courts right there. You got to play ball, like ball in life. Like, so
Mhm.
I know a person like Ra be on his back and shit. Like, make sure you do like this. Like, that's what he need that extra push. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm gonna talk to Ra about that shit off the air though. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
okay. Sometime.
So I was working something out. Yeah. So all right. So you want to go into like some of the challenges you had dealing with like the program or the parents or just anything AAU related
Well,
since you're
yeah, we could go into that. The most challenging part about AAU period with my situation, first before anything, it was a partnership. For me and Mac running this together.
okay.
It never was just me alone. It always was me and Daryl Etheridge,
I shout out
which
to Daryl, man.
Shout out to D-Mac.
Nat, one of the
which
legends
is
in the hood. One
One
of
of
the
the
legends in
legends,
the
man.
hood.
which is D Mac, and you guys all know him. So I don't want to I don't take credit even from the kids, even the accomplishments that we had and everything we won, because we won everything. If you name it, we won it,
Mm.
and that's a fact. I have proof to show it. That first year that we put a team together, we played in 37 tournaments and we won 35. We lost two. We lost in the national
Gee.
championship and we lost the CP3 Chris Paul team. This was 2016 in Atlantic City. Three of those kids is two of them is in the league right now, which
Yeah.
plays with Brooklyn Nets, and the other one just got signed to Utah Jazz. Derek Whitehead, which is
Whitehead. I know
a
Whitehead.
second year he went to Duke, and Kyle Phillips Kelsey, which he also went to Duke as well. He just got drafted this year.
That's dope.
Also, Jaquan Sanders, he went to Seton Hall, now he go to Hofstra. And the list goes, we got a guy that go to Texas A&M, Spencer, that lives in Jersey. That situation was tough for me and Matt. At the time, I'm going to say more me,
Good.
because it was basically like no funding whatsoever. No funds. So everything came from myself and Matt. So just think about taking not only kids, parents that think their kids was all of that because they was those dudes. We stole 3 kids from Gauchos. We took 2 kids from New Heights. We took the best player from Riverside, and we created Court Masters Elite. So imagine pulling up to a hotel, having to pay for all of that, just you by yourself.
Yeah.
The only kids that paid for everything was, you know what type of kids those are. Those are the kids
Copy.
that come from
Yeah.
Scarsdale,
Mm-hmm.
Copy.
and eventually we got help from the guy, which his name is Lenny Evans' dad, who helped us out a lot. But he used to be so frustrated with me, like, Rob, stop doing it. Like, stop doing it. It got to the point where you get to a tournament now, this parent's like, oh, I don't have it. And if I don't have it, I'm not taking my kid with my kid can't go with y'all by himself. So now me and
Nah,
Mac is
that's
stressed.
crazy, man.
And so just imagine going to 37 tournaments. Out of the 37,
That's crazy,
some of them
bro.
was local, but some of them also was expensive, man. Expensive. We did as much as pay for some kid's birthday party. We did something like, Lacey played with us.
I'm letting you finish because I'm
As
about to
as
give you
the
your
years
flowers, Rob. We're gonna D-Mac.
as the years went on, I'm gonna tell you this last situation. Then y'all can ask another question. We rented a van. Sam, Lacey, and Tyree was in the van with us, and they witnessed the stuff that we had to go through
Right.
with funding and Sam and like, yo, y'all stop doing it. Like, don't do it. Like, y'all wilding and so on and so forth. But we was winning so much, and we had Nike in our back pocket at that time.
Yeah.
Because we was beating all Nike sponsored teams with that group. So we, which is Kev Santana, the head dude at Nike, and that was my guy. I went to school with him. He had us, but they was still middle school. He didn't mess with middle school. He only messed with high school kids. So it was like, I can help you, meaning, okay, you get discount on sneaker. I had Justin Morrell, Dwight Hardy, and all of them playing with my unlimited team all summer. We ran through the summers as well with my unlimited team. So those was Nike kids. So as much as I used to do for them back in the days, they started helping me out. Kimber Walker,
Yeah.
That's dope.
Andre Barrett, Steve Burt Jr.,
See, bro, problem, legend.
Jared Famous that played for 4 or 5 years at Minnesota Timberwolves. These are all guys that I coached in Hoops in the Sun. We won EBC 2 years in a row. So they started to help out. But the finance, that was the problem, Kev. The answer, it was tough sometimes paying for everything.
Let
So
me
y'all-
let you know that ain't stopped. That's still happening in some programs, man.
You don't gotta.
So-
It's still going. We've been going on for 10 years, and we still doing it.
The parents that
So right, y'all don't got no sponsorship yet still?
We had sponsorship 1 year. I can't say his name. I don't want to say his name. That's my guy, and he don't. But that 1 year, literally, he took care of everything and anything that I needed, that we needed,
That's dope.
That's what's up. That's
you
up.
know.
Shout out
And
to
and
him.
Shout out to
and
Mr.
I don't want to say his name because people
No,
you
nah,
can
don't say
find.
his name.
Nah, don't
Don't
say
say
his
his
name. You
name.
ain't gotta say his
Don't say his
name.
name.
Don't say
He
his
know
name.
who he is. Shout out to him.
So I want to say this, Rob, because when I see you, and then when I do see D-Mac here and there, I'm forever indebted to you guys for what you guys, like you said, me and Sam sat there, we traveled with you guys, and we seen some of the struggles that you guys had to do to put on for the kids to make sure the kids was developing and doing, and I'm forever appreciative of that, right? What it did for Lacey personally, and I'm speaking for Sam too. And that's why anytime I know somebody who has kids and they want to play and I know they have potential, I have no problem sending to you guys because I seen where y'all took Lacey from couldn't even put the ball between his legs to where he became one of those guys, right? So I appreciate you guys, man. I really do, man. And I love you guys for that, man. What I wanted to say is if we can, and I know we still a small platform, and I'm speaking for me, but I want to hope that I'm speaking for my brothers as well that's on here, that we can do anything to help promote, do whatever, organize something that help you help the youth get to where they need to get. I want to say I'm down. I know with the grabbing the spots for the gyms and stuff, that's just a whole different ball game now, but I do appreciate you, man, and I definitely I always say Rob could coach his ass off. I even got to sit on the bench with you guys. That's how close I
Yeah.
was too. I'm on the bench with you guys, so I know. And what you said earlier about coaching the kids hard, right? Got to let the coach the kid, right? As a parent, even though I'm on the bench and Rodden sat Lacey down for a whole game sometimes, and I just let it happen, because that's what he's supposed to do, right? And I still have to, be a parent and I'm observing what's going on, and it worked for him, Unfortunately, made bad decisions and bad decisions didn't keep him going. But the two guys that I know you named that played with him they were good then and they good now. So congratulations to them. Even speaking to Lacey and I told him about that, he was happy for them. So shout out to them and wish them nothing but the best of luck. And all those parents that was there. So I just wanted to say that. And I'm gonna wrap it up because I know I'm rambling. But thank you. Appreciate you guys. And again, if I can help in any other way, I would try to.
Hey, that's dope, man.
Appreciate it.
What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yeah, having kids under a good platform with good teaching, man, goes a long way, man. It makes a difference and it changes a lot for them. The potential is unlimited out there, man.
Yeah. And if
That's
Rasan, if you could get your son over there, he in good hands, bro.
I know that. Was trying to see how I get right. I don't know.
He should have had his older son over there too, because I reached
Yeah,
out
come on.
multiple times.
Oh yeah, Kamari. Yeah, Kamari definitely did.
Yo,
Yeah.
why with lights? Why with
Just-
lights?
I just always say it like this. What I don't understand is, and I never understand. That's like me. I got two boys and a girl, but my girl is little. If I knew my son was into something, let's just say if it was baseball, I'm sending him to where if I know somebody and they can get my son on help.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't do it, and I don't understand why. I ask Mac this all the time, like why niggas don't be fucking with us.
That's how
But-
it is, man.
But send their kids somewhere else to play in some bullshit
Yeah.
instead of sending them to us, knowing they in good hands. First of all, you can if you can't make it and you working and your wife is working, he with Ryan Mac. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him.
Yeah, definitely.
He in good hands. Meaning, let's just say if you don't answer the phone, he busy at work. Hang your phone up. Don't call your dad later. We going to eat. We all eating
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We not
That's
gonna
dope,
do no
man.
harm to your
Nah,
kids.
definitely.
That's why, even if it's girls that, like, for example, our day sent his daughter to us. She was in the gym with boys.
Mhm.
You understand? Like, I heard Doc, Baby G, little brother, daughter was good.
Yeah.
So after I heard, I never got to meet her. Mac met her. I was like, send her to the gym. The day I didn't go to practice, she came. I heard she was in there busting some of the boys' ass.
Since you
Okay.
talk, I'm gonna take that invitation then. Next time I'm there.
You gotta do that. Just let me know when you coming. We'll get a gym. I personally work out.
That's a bet.
I'm gonna tell you you wanna know the truth, right?
What's up?
You wanna know the truth why niggas don't send their kids to y'all and all that? The truth is, just like same with the podcast, your own kind don't want to see you win, bro.
That's how I go, man. How
They're
it is
rather,
sometimes.
But it's not me winning. How am I
no,
winning if your kid
but it's
is
not.
getting the best out of it?
It's meaning, Rod. They don't want you to be the person. They don't want you to
Right.
be the person
Okay.
to have that
Imagine.
shine. Let's do it to somebody else. Ain't no difference in the podcast, man. Like, we be going through the numbers and we see mad people tuning in. We see mad people that we know talking about it, but they don't want to subscribe. Like, but you go somewhere else. Yo, it's like, you know what I mean? You gotta just,
Yeah.
brush it off, man. And just look at this for
Just,
your,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
brush it off. Like, it's sad that, your own kind, your own, your neighborhood or whatever, they'd rather go outside, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Just imagine them having to live with, yo, Rod got my son to the next level, yo. They can't
But
live with that.
that's how it's supposed to be.
I know. And that's the sad part. You're
And
right.
it always, and the crazy thing is, it always happens. It always, what happens after the fact? You say, no, I'm not gonna take him to Raw. And this is a fact all around the board. If it's parents, if it's old friends, if it's people that dislike me for whatever reason, they don't call me. They call Matt. Matt. Matt, we don't really fuck with Raw like that or whatever the case may be. Can you help my son or daughter or whatever the case? And Mac first thing to them is, I don't have no connections. It's Rod that got all the connections. So Mac called me. Mac, can you do me a favor? No. Let that person call me if we have bad blood. I never had bad blood with anybody. Like with anybody that you know what I'm saying, that I know of, like basketball wise or anything like that. It's like, if I can help you, why not help you? Like, if you're supposed to be my friend or we grew up together, if I can help you, I'm help. Even if I didn't grow up with you. I didn't help. Well, Ty, I didn't help kids that left me.
Yeah.
I had parents. I'm gonna say their names. I still got these text messages on my phone. If you ain't paying my bills, my kid ain't coming back next AAU season.
The hell?
Yeah.
That's regular.
And Todd tell you, if I pull out
Nah,
that red
yeah.
phone, a lot of parents would be
seen
like,
it.
wow.
That's crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
seen
it's tough. It's tough in this AAU world, and it's sad out there. Like, it's really, really sad that people don't want to see, amongst all of the ball players around the neighborhood. We should have been doing that. We should have been putting shit together. Like, perfect example. Go off subject. When Fat Joe was winning all of those tournaments, right? After he stopped, and this is a fact. This is a true fact. Finesse had a good team. Bingo was busting ass with that Nike team. After that Nike team, I do believe we was the only team that won everything that the next 2 or 3 years. We won EBC twice, me and my Dominican man Jose. I stopped coaching with Jose. Dagger started coaching with Jose. That's when E Gunner was playing and all this other stuff. Tor Ramel from the west side. I was sending him all type of players. I had the best scorer, and I'm gonna say this, from the Bronx, from Cortland. I had the best scorer playing me, Dwight Hardy. I don't care. Anybody say Corey can't change.
Problem.
That's my man. Black is my man. Black is cool as hell. That's my guy. I fuck with him. He can play. But the best scorer
Dwight Hardy's a problem. Legend.
from Cortland.
Dwight Hardy.
I mean, the younger versions. They had Hines and all those other guys that I knew nothing about. Pookie and all of them. I don't know about those guys because I didn't never see them play. But the people that I saw play, Dwight was the best scorer.
And you know what's crazy, Rod? They just had something on him on social media. They had like a 5-minute monologue.
Yeah, him at St. John's.
Oh my God, this dude was wild, and he was a problem.
And I was there damn near the whole way of his college career. I was with him right there with Just Burrell and Paris Horn, Malik Booth, Anthony Mace Jr. I was there a lot. Taking them sneakers at that time. I was working in Mr. Sports. I was taking them so many sneakers, and they probably thought I was some type of agent walking in there sitting just giving them sneakers and shit. But I was coaching them in the summertime.
So what was the because the white should have went pro. Like,
it's hard. That's a different tier, man.
Politics.
it's not even politics. Like Rassan said a few minutes ago, he asked his son, do he want to make it to the NBA?
Mm.
His son said yes. He said it ain't just what you're doing now. You have to do this every day. It's not just you playing basketball every day. You got to eat correct.
Oh, here we
You
go.
got to work out. There's no more touching a video game. There's no more touching your phone until your parents call, hey, such and such. If you're not putting in that work on your own,
Mm.
Body
you ain't
recovery,
making it to
all of
that
that.
NBA. And 9 times it's guards come a dime a dozen.
Yes.
And you know what's wrong with New York City guards? They
What's
can't
that?
shoot the ball and they have fucking attitudes. They don't want
You
to be
just
No.
coached.
said that.
The attitude be going back when we were younger.
We just talked about that too. You just
You know what I'm
mentioned that.
saying? If you
Yeah.
can you name 5 New York City, not state, New York City guards that stayed in the NBA more than 7 years?
Paul
Besides,
Marbury.
besides
Oh,
Yeah.
Kimba,
Skip to Malou,
Skip
Kemba.
to Malone, Kemba,
Kemba. Yeah.
you got 3.
You gotta
Andre
go
Mack.
back
You
to
got to
the
go
days
back
though.
to
Yeah,
Kenny Anderson
yeah,
and all of those.
Yeah.
But I'm talking
yeah.
about like the up to date guys.
Recently.
They don't. You know, they don't really do it like the Shamgar days, the Kareem Reed days. Those guys was fucking nice.
When
I think
Reed,
Yeah.
Shamgar,
Sebastian also, he was one.
that's
He
Sebastian
got 10 years in.
yeah, 10 years
Sebastian
in. He got 10 years.
Telfair,
Yeah.
he definitely was in it. But a lot the problem with the New York City guys, attitudes, they don't want to be coached.
Yeah.
You seen it, Tyree, when we go to Baltimore, when we go to Maryland, we go to Virginia. When we
Right.
go down to those places down south where they play double sports, they bullying us.
Yeah.
Them guards are strong as hell. They pushing our
Strong.
little guards. And I had
And
the
they,
best guard where I didn't have the coach. I just showed
and,
up. His name is Darryl Wright. I used to call him everybody call him Little Darryl. That kid, I could just sit down. And his partner, that Darrell Victory, Jaquan, he was averaging at least 7 threes a game.
Mm.
He just transferred from Seton Hall to Hofstra. You know, so it was I was blessed to be to coach those guys, also to have them on my team to where some days I had headaches because we was playing against some dogs.
Yeah.
Like Muggsy Bowles' grandson.
Go.
And the other kid that played with Indiana Pacers, I think his name is I forgot his name, but Maryland had a really good team. Now they call Team Thrill. But they
Yeah, I
should be
know
called
Team Thrill.
they should be called Maryland Finest back in the days.
Okay.
Now they Team Thrill, Takeover, and all of those groups. Where you
Yeah,
go and play,
Durant's takeover.
you know, they tough. Those guys are really, really tough.
so Rod, I just want to go back just a little bit into your beginnings with the coaching and stuff. Like, I know you said you switched over to the youth, but how did you get so connected to a lot of these guys? Like all these famous names, that these big names that you're saying, like what was your bridge to that? Like you didn't just wake up and say, yo, I'm gonna just go hang out with such and such. How did you get to know them and stuff like that?
Older guys or the youth that I put together?
The older guy.
The older guys,
The
like those.
the older guys, Mac wasn't with me at this time. It was just me by myself. Trav, a couple of people who made a couple of dollars around the block. I would reach out, yo, I want to put a team in this tournament. A couple of people to throw me some bread and whatever I was doing to get the money. We went to Eat All. My man Elliot, which is Malachi's dad, he from uptown, Fat Sean. We all met. I met them through Mac, cause Mac, Mac grandmother's from the church. So they used to throw a winter tournament. We took a group up there. Back then, I knew all of them because going to their high school games, we played against Justin Burrell. I had Eric, White Boy Steve that went to school with me, Ramel Longboy, which is from Burnside, 7-foot kid, Sagari, 7'6", Brian Lane that went to St. Raymond, Bully from Mount Vernon. I had a good team, and they never used to want to let me play because they was like, nah, we don't even know you, X, Y, and Z. This is Hoops in the Sun, Winter League. So I guaranteed I said, yo, just give me an opportunity. All I'm asking, I don't want your summer league. Let me play in the winter league. And if I win the winter league, you give me a spot in the summer league.
Right.
So, Joey and they from Bronx River. They introduced me to Mike Glover.
Mike Glover. I remember Mike
You
Glover.
know,
Yep.
that was my guy. So then what happened was they didn't let me in that year. Long story short, they let me in Kingdom. So at the time, there was a guy named Kirk that coached at Bronx Regional at Satellite. He used to have Mad Mob. So I had called the white and all of them, and they just was just like, yeah, we might fuck with you or whatever. So they end up playing. We went in Kingdom, we won Kingdom. So then Joe Cruz let me in Hoops in the Sun. We was beating everybody until we played Elliott team, which was Justin Morrell, Rasheem Jenkins, Getty Robinson, Big Baby, Brian Williams, the 7-foot kid from Tennessee that went to Tennessee. They had a crew. Long story short, that was a championship game. So a Lincoln Navigator pulled up, and I'm like, why the fuck is these kids running up to this car? It was Justin Burrell. So I didn't know who he was. He go to Octavia Lutheran, right there in the Bronx on Morris Park Ave, over there, like Morris Park.
Yeah.
Long story short, I had a brick. They had a brick. We end up beating them in the championship. And then Joe was like, yo, in order for you to make my summer league, you got to play a team from Philly that never got beaten before. They always win the Winter League every year. So I'm like, cool. So I'm like, now I'm going to have to spend some money. I'm like, where the fuck I'm getting? So I hit my Dominican man, ho. I'm like, yo, it's a situation, whatever. I had Mike, Just, the White Hardy, the list go Jared, Geddes, Ramel, E Gunner, Steve Burke. I had whoever was PlayStation, whoever was good at that time, I was calling, and they was charging. So we end up beating them, and from that point on, they stuck with me. They were actually shorts like, my phone bill, sneaker from time to time, take girls out and shit like that. But that's how we got the unlimited. And then I was like, yo, I really don't want to do this no more because it was starting to hurt me, like my pockets or whatever.
Right.
So I passed it to my man, which I knew he was in a situation where he can do this. But he like, yo, they not gonna come if you don't call them. But they fuck with you. They don't really know me. They fuck with you. So from that point forward, I used to just make calls like, yo, we got a game today. Are you gonna be there, Rob? I might not. I might do. Well, if you're not gonna be there, I'm not coming. Because they're gaining relationship with me. So then once they finally got to meet my man, they really started fucking with him heavy. Like heavy. So it's like, okay, now it switched the name from Core Masters to R2K, which was Ready to Kill, with that Unlimited group, which that was his football group as well. Cause my Spanish man Jose, he played football that rough touch shit, or whatever the case may be. So that's how I got all of those good guys. And me and Dwight Hardy had a great relationship, like a huge, great relationship.
Right.
And once they know, like say for example, if I got Kev and he know Chai, he nice as well, you gonna bring him as well. So players was bringing players to me.
Right.
You have a coach
Yeah,
Evan
but I
Sosa?
wouldn't bring Cav though.
Hey, Rod, he wouldn't play me now.
You ever
He
Rob,
won't
you
play
ever
me now.
Played against Evan Sosa, but I never coached him.
okay.
I coached Ricardo Greer, which was older than him. I had coached only Ricardo Greer, and I got him through my man Glenn and Coco that I'm really cool with. I brought him to 23 Park, and nobody knew who he was, and he went off out there. So that was, and I literally like he was really into other things, and I had to like yo, come on, please type shit. And that's when I think we played against Charlie Rock and them, and he brought out Keegan Clark.
Peter Clark was Rob too.
Yeah, but back then it was fun.
That was the best sign. That was the best sign. You say all these names is legends, man. All these dudes was either whether they ain't go pro or not, but they was overseas. All these dudes I know about them, bro.
A
What's up,
lot of
man?
them overseas or either pro. They went pro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
You had a strong
is
resume behind you.
so
Thank you.
Rod, is your AAU season over now or
Yeah,
got
we lost in the final four at Orchard Beach. They lost in Tri-State. Mackinnon lost in Tri-State. They lost in Highbridge also. So we didn't only thing we won this year was hoop group. That was a live period, which was good. We placed fourth in nationals we fourth in the country right now. My group, my 10th grade group, 16U, we placed fourth in the country. And we won. There was one A game we had won. Better than that, we only won 3 tournaments this AAU season. It was a rocky season for us. Like I said, funding is it's tough, man. Like it's tough, man. Like it's really
you guys
people don't
had put some
understand it.
fundraisers together? Yeah.
You put a fundraiser together, right? Like it's bad, child. Like it's bad. Like you gotta go to
No,
those people.
it's worse than bad. You know why, Rob? Because it's sad more than when I say sad, it means more than bad, right? Because you would think, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm the first one, like yeah, I'm volunteering, right? But we don't do enough, and I say we don't do enough to support, like you said, in our
Each other.
own neighborhoods, right? Each other, right? And we got to get out of that. That's why I kind of like this platform, and I want people like you, Avila, on here because we want to help promote what you guys doing. We want to build an audience to try to drive people to those things for
Right.
the youth, man, because we
Yeah.
got to save these kids, man. It's hard out here, man, with these kids, man. And I always say I feel bad for this generation that's out there now. Again, like I said, if we can brainstorm, think about what we can do to support you guys, I'm pretty sure we would do it.
Yo, so I just want to try to get an idea, like, 'cause y'all keep saying the funding and stuff, like, so what are you basically paying for? You gotta pay like a fee to get into a league, and you gotta pay traveling.
You gotta pay, like, I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. If like your son is a 10th grader, right?
He going 10th this year.
He going to the 10th. He's a sophomore, right? He want to
Yeah.
be seen by these college coaches. I'm not gonna put. My 9th grade, and once you get high school, the cheapest tournament, and this is a fact, is $750.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's the cheapest tournament that you can go in. That's like now you go to a hoop group where you want your kid to be at because all of the college coaches is there. Well, like this year they did a Marquee May Hoops, which was a Nike / Marquee. Some scouts was there at that as well. But that hoop group, all the Division I coaches, scouts be there. When you 15 and 16, you're not going to get those college coaches because unless you have a major stud on your team or you play against another major stud from somebody else, like a Team Thrill that have studs. So now they coming to watch Jamel from Team Thrill, but your son get off. Now who the hell is this kid? Now that tournament is almost $1,000. That's just to get in, right? Now to stay in these hotels, I'm going to say the cheapest thing. Now, if you're going into a motel, which no parents want to do, hotels is $150 plus tax. I'm going with the cheapest. I'm going the cheapest a night. So now you got to go Friday to Sunday. So that's 2 nights. 150 times 2, 300 plus the tax, incidentals, food, transportation. Now, after you round all that up, I used to get. I'm not even gonna say what I used to get, but I used to get let's say if I got 10,000. That's covering that weekend for a whole team. And you're going to have something left over. That's if a parent is paying for their own room. Now, if a parent not paying for their room or a kid ain't paying, you spending that money because it adds up. Eventually, because a van costs for the weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
Gas, tolls.
Yeah.
You got to feed the kids.
Yeah.
Entry now. Also, now, well, we don't pay for entry fee. So if you come as a
Not you guys,
parent,
but if some parents might want you to pay for them, you know,
and that's
It's like that, right?
If that's what you get. Now you got okay, not saying you would do this, Rob, but this is what we deal with. You my man, you allow Mac, you got 2 teams. I'm the only coach for 10th grade. Mac is the only coach for 9th grade. You my man, so put me on as the coach so I don't have to pay to get in. Now, if I say no, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But then what comes with it is now, okay, I can put you on as a coach, but you gotta get your gold membership coaching card, which is $80. You gotta do your own AAU membership, but they want you to do all this stuff. Why do I have to do it? Now, okay, you got that money for your hotel. What is my hotel money at? Nah, it doesn't work that way.
I think right. A lot of these parents either the parents are broke or the parents are doing scams, man. Or the parents trying to get over because you're not getting no help from the parents. Like I know these parents want the kids to ball, but
That shit is tough to say, yo. Nigga, a lot of people don't have money like that.
if you know
He saying playing
we
37 tournaments.
No,
37 tournaments in 1 year?
That was the first year. That stopped. That cut.
So what's on the average, like, you tournament this year? Like,
we have this. I'm gonna tell you what we do. What we do is this is what we did this year. Before anything, me and Mac paid for the uniforms, $3,500. Me and Mac. Now a parent giving us a dime. We had charged $800 each parent. 10 kids, it's 10 to 12 kids, so 10 kids, 8,000, right? So I did this myself. Mac didn't do this with his team. I did this myself. I bought 12 sneakers for my kids before a parent gave me anything. So my 10th grade group, which I knew was going to play at a very high level, I did this out on my own, but we started early this year, you know? So now when the parents think, okay, you're not getting 800 from each parent. You're going to get 800 right away from those parents. The parents that, you know, have it,
I got it, yeah.
you know, you're going to get one or two that really want their kid to play with your program because they know they see your schedule. Oh, now I want my kid to be there. So you're going to get that. Now, what happens is you're going to have the parents, well, my kid played with them a couple of years. I've been doing this a couple of years. Oh, here go $100. Oh, I got you. Then you got parents that do GoFundMes that make $2,000-$3,000 and dead you on your money.
I'm trying to just scare them, and then like
You understand? You got parents that do the GoFundMe and still do the GoFundMe, and you see the shit still go. Our season is even go over right now.
the money's still
You
going
still
in.
collecting?
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like weird. Now it's like, okay, coach is doing this, coach is doing that, or you got the parents that you do have. I will always say every year we have a team. We always have two groups. We always have 2 or 3 parents that help out a lot. A lot. But the other parents feel like, okay, my son is good enough to where they need him, so I really don't have to do shit.
Those that's the problem. You got to deal with parents like that. These parents ain't slow. These parents know, like, yo, I could send my.
But no, that's not true because your kid got cut from every other program.
I got a question, Ralph.
I got
So
one right
do you
after
agree or disagree that not every kid is a AAU kid? And when
No,
I say that, I mean AAU is an elite program. It's not just for kids that want to play ball because there's money involved, there's traveling involved. You're playing at a high level against other high level playing kids, and it's a commitment.
it's definitely a commitment.
I mean,
I don't.
I would disagree a little bit with that though, because you said like the money and stuff you should eliminate out of it. If a kid want to play ball, he should be able to play AAU.
So there's rec ball. You can play rec ball.
But you saying because they don't have the money that they not AAU. Their mentality wouldn't be AAU. That's what you're saying. If they don't have the money. But if they have the talent.
Yeah, the talent. That's what it is. The talent. If they have the money or don't have the money, Kev, they on one of the major programs.
So then they need to go to one of the programs where they don't have to pay. There are programs where they will sponsor the team.
But every AAU program in the world. Okay, let's say for example, if a kid walk in my gym, which it happens every freaking year, and he's talented and he's big. First of all, this is not even talented. If he's big, and when I meet, oh we can't. Listen, okay, we gonna sit down. We gonna have a talk.
You gonna work? Yeah, you gonna work. You gonna work
Yeah, I
with
mean,
them. Yeah.
if you want him that bad, you'll work it out. But then if
that's
you're
how-
not established, it doesn't benefit you. It's a debt.
It don't benefit me. It benefits the kid.
The kids, yeah, but
But sometimes, Kev, what I do it for, to be honest with you, what me and Mac do it for, and I'm a vouch for Mac on this, is to, like Todd said, to keep the kids off the street. You know, when I was growing up, you know how many times my mother and father came to watch me play?
yeah, I get it.
Right.
You know, my basketball sneakers with my school get fresh sneakers. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I do it for that. And I'm not saying I don't have it like that to just be, but I say, you know what? It's going to take I like materialistic things, sneakers and stuff like that. Okay, well, I'm not getting this week. As long as my 2 boys and my daughter's good and the bills is okay and I got a little extra, okay. Well, it's only me when I go. My son played with me for a couple of years. My middle son, my 17-year-old son now. My daughter goes with me sometimes, but if my daughter go with me, nobody stays in the room. If my son goes with me and he's playing in that tournament, that kid that don't have it, he comes in the room with me. You gotta tell your mom and dad or whoever is in the situation gotta give you food money, just food money. That's it.
Yeah.
We there for Friday night. We get there late, so you really just gotta eat Saturday 2 times, 3 times a day, or whatever you want, and Sunday when we on our way back. And most of the time, after every time we play on Sundays, we end up in Golden Corral, so where they can eat. You know what I'm saying? Eat as much as they want. You know,
exactly.
and then we coming back home. So I just think AAU is not for everybody. Meaning, if you're not ready to deal with what comes with it,
Politics,
and that goes not just to politics, it goes to where you gotta put it to you this way: every kid that made it, that came out of my program, that made it and is making it now, that their parents let me yell at them and coach them, hold them accountable, So now when they get to that major school, Coach Ross said worse shit to me. I didn't call kids if you like front of their father, moms, or whatever. And right
Yeah.
after I give it to them like that, they give it to him. You think he said it? And right back to them. So, and another thing that I allow in the relationship with my kids was all my kids, I tell them, talk back to me, you know, and if I, and talk back to me and not in a not in a disrespectful way. If I yell at you and I tell you, sit your fucking ass down, shut the fuck up, you turned the ball over. Nobody else turned the fucking ball over but yourself, fucking dummy. And then now I tell my kids, let me know when you're ready to go back and play. Hey coach, I'm ready. We down 15. When he go back in that game, them 2 or 3 kids that go back in the game that they bitching and moaning and crying on the bench, and those are my 3 main players. We win that game by 20. At the end of the game, they looking at me like, I said, shut up. We going to eat. So
I
coach, why
witnessed
you
it.
always
So
do that
I
to
could
me?
vouch.
They always been, coach, why you always do that to me? Because I know I'm gonna get the best out of you. If you break down, and I always tell them this, you never know who's in this gym watching.
Yeah, 100%, man.
If you slouch on this bench, I won't put you back in.
100%.
You take your
100%.
jersey off, you're done for the weekend.
Mm.
And I didn't
So,
have it.
real quick, how do you, and I'm asking, but I kind of know the answer. How do you deal with those parents that do pay, right, and their kid don't get to play that weekend? How do you deal with that?
That is the toughest thing for myself. It's not even funny because, like I said, what people don't understand is, right? And we all know each other, right? And I wish Mac was on here with me, and I told him earlier to come on with me. And I'm the bad person, and Mac is the nice person. But in all reality, in all real life shit, it's the other way around. They didn't see that side of Mac yet. They just see me tough on the kids. Mac is just like, you know, he all calm, but I
Yeah,
tell them,
chemistry is good though, right? Yeah, I
yeah,
got the
we
good cop,
definitely,
bad cop situation
we
going.
literally argue with each other sometimes. Like as if we were arguing playing in 186 back in the days or Katona Park type shit. Like if I think you should do this. Like I think yo, Ron, let me fucking coach. Or vice versa. Mac, yo, I got this. This is my group type shit, you know? But me, I'm more of an X and O type of guy. I slow the game down. I like a lot of plays. I love defense. I love a lot of pick and rolls. A lot of people don't know that. Like these kids don't want to play defense no more. You know, I still believe in a dominant big because if you got a dominant big and you got a good outside shooter and a great point guard, it's hard to lose with me. I don't lose. I've been doing this for 8 years. It's not a time I didn't place in nationals 4 or low. I never went higher than that. I
Like you
got
the Mark Jackson of the hood, bro. When it comes to coaching,
I
man.
appreciate that. I got so many trophies and plaques and first, second. I never got the number 1 national. That's the only thing I said I wanted to do before I stopped and go and I got offered a lot of high school jobs. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I just don't want to do that. Yeah, Corey Rowland.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Oh, I didn't even see that. Hold
yeah,
on. Yeah, he said, why aren't the older players, in parentheses, NBA players investing back into the Court Masters program?
That's what I said. That's how I got back into it. Like all of those guys who played professional. I'm just gonna name a few. Which I want to say 3 years. Kimba. I coached Kimba for a couple of times. Met him through Penny from Bronx River and his brother Op, was his older brother that went away for many years or whatever. He's home now. But Kimba, the White, Corey Fisher, Justin Burrell, Brian Williams, Andre Barrett, Jared Famous, Trucci Lewis, which played with the Cavs for a couple of years from either or. All of those guys invested back. Once we did it the right way and got our 501(c)(3), that's when they was able to give a lot. Forgot Steve Burke Jr. All of those guys, especially just the White, Corey, the guys that I really had a good relationship with, Corey, they gave us, me and through me, but they helped me and Mac out a lot. When we went away, like that year, we gave out 5, 6 pairs of sneakers. We switched 5, 6 uniforms. We played in all those tournaments. That was the year after our second year. They helped out a lot to where, and they used to get mad at me because I didn't ask them. So once I would put like a GoFundMe up, they would donate. They would help. At the time, I had guys that was 13, 14 years old, which was the twins, Matt and Kyle. One that just went to Utah Jazz. His twin brother is 7'4". He plays at the University of Harvard. He wore a size 20, and Matt and Kyle wore a size 16 at the time. So Justin Burrell was able to give him some sneakers and stuff like that because his foot was big like that as well. But those guys help.
See y'all said, Rob, that's some good shit, bro.
Man,
Yeah.
that's just that, man. That's just that,
we get,
bro.
yeah, definitely, and yeah, I everything you saying with that shit, I sat there in the early stages of that and seeing how that you and Mac was doing it, man, and damn near every tournament was a new pair of sneakers. So I seen it, man, and
I ain't even going to the tournaments. I'm talking about. I seen that joint when I was at work. Like Rob's be like, "Yo, yeah, I got like 5 kids, 5 parents coming in." I said, "All right, Rob, I'm open the door for you." I come downstairs, Rob. There's 100 people in there. I'm like, "Rob, what you doing, yo?"
Hell yeah, I definitely
You
remember
said,
those days.
you're right. You said 10 people, 100 people in there, but it used to be. He used to have so many kids, so many parents. It used to be so many people in the gym. Like, so I will. I ain't going to trips and all that, but I would see like the practice and all that stuff. I would see mad kids in there, and I mean mad parents in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yo, Ra. So
Yeah.
what's your goal right now? Like, as far as like your coaching shit, like what's your main focus right now moving forward? Like, what is you like? What is your high point? Like, where are you trying to be at as far as the court master thing? Like where you trying to take it?
I want to be at the level to where it's like Nike, EYBL. If I don't get there, I want a high school head coaching job at one of the major high schools, which is probably hard because a lot of people don't quit their jobs when they get fired and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But my main goal is to just what I want to do and what I am gonna do is just make sure I keep getting kids where they need to be.
That's just something. That's just something.
You know,
That's
if
just
I
something.
don't get what I want, then I just gonna do what I want to do and just hopefully just keep getting kids in college. Because to be truthfully honestly speaking, the major programs don't really have the connections that I have to get these kids into school. Because at the end of the day, I have all of the 9 times out of 10, majority of the coaches like the MAC division, St. John's, Fordham, Manhattan, LIU, Hofstra. I played against these guys. If not played against them, I have a very, very good relationship with them. So where I can make a phone call. It's up to you to make the team, but I'm gonna get you in that gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's up to you. Now, a lot of these coaches that coach at these major programs, they say major programs, these coaches can't call nobody because they don't have these coaches. I got the head coach information, not I can call somebody who played there and they can reach out. No, I can directly call them and say, hey, I got this kid. And just because they know what I did in my past with that basketball, and they know that I'm gonna give them the right person, they're gonna take my word for it. They're not just gonna say, okay, well, damn, Rob called me. They're gonna say, okay, well, we have workouts this day. Make sure he's there. I can't guarantee you that he's gonna get a spot, Rob, but I'm gonna let you bring this kid to me.
Yeah.
That's fair
I want
enough.
to see.
You
I want
can't
to
ask for
see.
no more than that,
See what
man.
he can do. Like you said, you could get him there. And you can lead the horse to the water, but he gonna drink it. Like let me see what he
You
gonna do
can't
when
ask
he
for
get
no
there.
more
Yeah.
than that.
That's just something.
Yeah,
Hell
that's a big deal. And like I said, Rob, speaking for myself and probably for everybody on here, same thing I told Avalar, you know what I mean? We gotta salute you, man, because I salute anybody from the neighborhood, growing up we come from that's just doing something positive and trying to, help the youth out. Like Todd said earlier. These kids lost, man. So, we can do anything to help. We promote whatever you need, I can say, speak to Avalar, we willing to help.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
and I ain't gonna had the best tournament in the hood. I ain't gonna lie. Unity in the community. My shit was the realest tournament in the hood. Nobody had no tournament better than my shit. And next year, I'm having a tournament again. Word to my mother. That shit
I'm
was
about to say that we should put one together. Yeah?
we definitely good. 134 boy shit. We definitely can do that. Definitely
Right,
can
it
do
shit
that.
was good, right? Right, it shit was good, and in the park, that shit was good, right?
Yeah, I did it 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, the police
And you know
out
the
there.
crazy part? And a lot of people didn't help me. I should came out of my own pocket. I could say 2 people really gave me money, maybe 3.
How much pay for that?
But that shit is serious. That's like you said. If you trying to do something by yourself, just to do it for the hood, it's hard. It's hard.
But that view, because when I went out there, the whole
Nah, it was
park
worth
was
it though.
packed. It was
Nah,
flooded
it
out
was
there.
worth
You had
it.
the trophies and all that. It was a good look. Like
Yeah.
you was getting,
It was a good time. It was definitely a good time. I wish I could have kept it going, but money is
If
not
everybody
cheap.
would
It's
have just
expensive.
paid
That's when you
$10 that was
gotta.
out there, it would
That's
have
when you
been.
just gotta do it ahead of time, or reach out to somebody and say, hey, well, I know you're doing AAU.
Yeah,
What is the price that you pay for your uniforms? Which is not a
yeah,
lot where I get my
yeah.
uniforms
Because
from.
when you came that one time, no, that was on me. When you came that one time, you was like, yo, what? Why you need help me with the uniform? I tell you how much I paid for this shit. You like, you should have told me. I could have way cheaper than that. You definitely did tell me that shit. You
Like the
definitely did
price,
tell me that.
it takes a little while to get here, but you do it during the winter and you
Yeah.
get them. And then now when the summertime comes, you ahead of time. It take a week to a week and a half. That's as long as it takes, like to get your uniforms. Then they show you all of them. You basically look at them. Sometimes you get some incorrect ones. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they send you some mistakes. But when they do send you mistakes, they replace them.
Okay.
They replace it with no problem. Like easy. They'll just send you some new joints. But other than that, they hold on. Basically like you just gotta ask, bro. That
Nah,
same thing
definitely.
with me. You know what I'm
You know,
saying? Same shit with me.
people don't be wanting to ask. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just feel like, yo, what you need. You know what I mean? Because sometimes somebody don't ask me, but if I feel like it's worth me investing in it or something like, yo, what's up? You need donation or something like, I don't be mind to help out. But you know, some people got their pride or feel like, nigga, you know, you should have even, you know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm a
Pride,
prideful person.
pride.
I'm not asking somebody for nothing. I feel like if you want to help, you're gonna help anyway. You feel me? Like,
But
Well,
if I
next
don't
year
if I don't
we all gonna
know,
be in there.
nah, definitely. Don't worry about it,
if I
Rob. I'm
don't
gonna get your
if I
man.
don't know,
We
yeah, if
gonna
I
chop
don't
it up
know,
anyway. We gonna chop it up
You,
anyway. 'Cause
you
like I
doing
said,
boys and girls or just boys?
whatever. The boys can play with girls. Like
you
if you
can't
nice,
you
you nice.
can't yeah, but you can't you gotta have it girls separated from boys.
But it's not a lot of really.
That's why you promote it. I don't know. That's why you promote it from now. You can't you start promoting
Yeah.
it from now and then you get the teams. Like
Mm.
basically what you do in tournaments like that, like when you want to do your own tournament, we was gonna do it. But go back to what
Mhm.
people I don't even want to say people just didn't fuck with us because we the way we did it, I guess. We
Mm-hmm.
literally used to sit in gyms and everybody didn't know who the fuck they knew who we were, but they didn't know why we was in these gyms.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we in the gym trying to take players from other programs.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Hey,
so
that's the game.
I'm
That's how
just
it go.
being straight up and down. Like
That's
the
the
first
game,
year we
man.
started, we used to be in all up and down Harlem. We knew what kids we want. It was so bad where we set up. It used to be I think was it Buffalo Wild Wings on 125th,
Yeah, yeah.
like
I better move
upstairs
to the yeah,
by the movie theater. That's
yeah,
where
right there.
we had our meeting at with the
Mm.
parents with proposals.
There you go.
We will guarantee you the next 6 years of our lives to coach your kid or whatever and promise you to get your kid like, you know, in a high major division 1 or whatever the case may be. But their question to us was, who's to say if we leave this major program that you guys is going to be around? So I'm like, did you even read the proposal? Like we guarantee you 6 years. They're in sixth grade right now. And that's when they graduate from high school.
Yeah.
So what's up? What are we going to do? Two of the parents was like, I don't know, such and such. So we had to set up another meeting. So we started going in for other players. And then that last meeting, we went to Riverbank. All of the kids were playing against each other. New Heights was playing Riverside. Me and Mac was sitting up top. And right after that game, Kenny Shy was coaching them. They took their uniforms off and gave it back to their coach and was like, we're going to play with Court Masters.
So
And then when they did that, me and Mac was shocked. Like, shit, we ain't got no uniforms. So what we did was Mac had NYC Elite uniform still, and we went and bought 12 pairs of Kyrie
Mhm.
and played in Riverbank and won that shit. And from that, they was like, yo, who the fuck? What team is this? Hey, Riverside Outfield team. Who the fuck is these Court Masters? Parents started saying, yo, where my sneakers? I say, your sneakers, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Like, this for the kids. We doing all this for the kids.
Wait, hold on. The parents ask for sneakers too?
Yo,
Oh,
the
this
type
some
of
bull. This
kids,
gotta stop.
the
you
type
know
of kids
what,
we had some that was like that, and then we didn't. Some of them was straight up, it is what it is.
yeah,
At that
yeah,
time, everybody
Said,
wanted to
where
be a
my
court
sneakers?
master at
yeah.
that time,
Right.
and then as the years went on, shit dies down. We had some rock bottoms, and we also had some good years. We never had a bad year of AA. The worst thing we ever did was merge with Riverside. That was the worst we ever did.
Why is that?
We was so mad about spending. I'm talking about at least $20,000 to $40,000 a AAU season. So we was like, yo, me and Max sat down, was like, yo, let's try to figure something out. Let's it was me reaching out. It wasn't Matt. It was me reaching out like, hey, what's up with this merge? We just want to coach. We don't want to do all this other stuff no more. We want to just coach. So we sat down with Danny and Therm, which Therm was my coach at Riverside. And when I did play with him for a little while, it was like, that's great. Let's do it. We did it. It was worse than having our own program. Going to hotels at some time of nights, not having hotel rooms,
Oh man.
making our own schedule, going to Under Armour tournaments, the Under Armour dude yelling at us because our kids is playing in Nikes when they gave them a whole bunch of Under Armour gear.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that, man.
So it was tough time for everybody at that time, but that was the worst thing. Other than that, everything else was pretty much cool with our program.
I was privileged to catch you on one of your games that day. I saw you up at Spooky Nook.
Mm-hmm.
I watched you, coach. You did your thing, man.
Thank you, appreciate it. I really appreciate it, man. Questions for you guys, for all you guys. Have you guys ever thought about coaching at the AAU level?
I'm not a good coach. I'm too impatient. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got time for that shit.
I don't see myself wanting to coach in basketball, though.
Coach my son and shit, because I'm too impatient. I start yelling, cursing. I'm discouraging the motherfucking kid now at this point, and I'm like, let somebody else do it.
I've seen you, Rod. You coach like you coach like you ready to fight niggas, man. Yeah, you got no type of patience. Me too, man. One time my son played football, he did some shit, man. I almost killed that nigga. I'm looking like, yo, nah, I can't. That's not for me, man.
After I see how you coach, bro, there's no way I could coach, because I always remember when you call out that play and you telling people where to go, and that shit still work. The defense is still like you actually telling niggas where to be, what to do, and it actually went. And that shit was amazing to me. So I'd be like, I can't get no kids to do that shit. Not in basketball.
It's hard.
But doing that, if you see the kids listening to me, you guys gotta just have the same, same energy that I have.
Patience in time. You in this, like, this is you. That's part of your lifestyle, right? I can't jump in there and do that shit, man. I would love to be involved in some way, but coaching, nah. I enjoyed my time sitting on the bench with y'all. I watched how you and D-Mac work, man. I was like, this is the best time of my life. Nah, man. So, yeah. But I think, like what Ross said, like he put on the tournament. We need to start doing that. Maybe we can do things like that to raise money to help fund some of these things for the youth, and see what happens, man. And yeah, we could do boys and girls.
Do something together. That's all you gotta do is just do things together. If you do things, how I look at it as like that was one of the things I did want to say on the podcast. Like, as much funds, I'm not gonna say money, as much funds came through that whole entire neighborhood, we should have been doing something like that. I'm gonna say funds. I'm not gonna say money. I'm gonna say funds.
Building already.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, it's just. It's sad. It's sad sometimes when even when you put your pride to the side and you reach out and you don't get no response, but the response go back to Matt. Like, damn, this nigga reached out. He don't even talk to me when he, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it ain't like either it's yes or no.
Yeah.
If I'm asking you, like, you working at Whole Avenue Boys and Girls Club, it's not a school, so it's the boys club. You have nothing going on in the gym. You putting up every day on social media, I need help getting kids in the gym. Hey, let's do something together. I got 45 kids. They all going to fill out the paperwork. You want to coach, but instead of responding to me, you respond to Matt. I can't believe this nigga Rob reached out to me. Why you can't believe I reached out to you?
That's crazy, man.
But that's when it'd be personal, and shit be crazy.
A lot of this is personal. It's like crab in the barrel mentality, man. Like,
that's small thinking. Like, that's 45 memberships they had right there.
Tyree, from the building. I think he's like the assistant principal or the principal in one of the schools or whatever. I would definitely give that man. I would definitely give that man his flowers. I literally put up a post on social media on our page that we needed help trying to find a gym. He literally, like, we couldn't use the gym. He got his money back, but we couldn't use it. He paid for a gym. Like, I'm asking him, like, can we get in his gym? Like, in his school, he was like, somebody's
Right.
using it, put a permit in and stuff like that for the future. And then he was
Damn,
basically
you
like,
lost Rob.
low
I
out,
don't
like
know what
10 minutes
happened.
later, he sends me a
Maybe
receipt.
you come back in.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, right. You and I came back in.
Yeah.
I don't see him, just to let y'all know.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, he right there.
He's there.
So you see him that time? All right, cause you gotta
Right,
make
you
sure.
got if
It's
you could,
reconnecting.
if not, he gotta log out and come back in.
It's reconnecting now.
You gotta make sure. We don't want to mess that up.
Text him.
Yeah, text Ryan, tell him to go out and come back in. Call Ty Williams. I don't got his number.
You got it, Kev?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, man. But I didn't even know you threw a tournament, Rock.
Hell yeah. We
Unity in the
celebrating.
community. That's what it was, yo. Big 5-foot trophies and all that, yo. That shit cost me
When,
mad
when
bread,
was
though.
that?
That was like probably like
Before
3, 4,
COVID,
it was
right?
like 4 summers ago.
Before COVID.
I got the pictures in my phone. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
before
before COVID. Yeah.
I was
Was
yeah,
that
some
for
of
the
the games.
kids or was
For
for
the
anybody?
kids.
Like any? Okay,
I
got
had 16 under.
Yeah, I went to the
High school scouts was out there and all that shit. Hell yeah.
yeah, that shit was a good
Got
look.
MVP trophy. Yeah. That shit was alright. That was a
That shit
I
good
was
ain't
good
get
look.
tournament.
no call, yo. I ain't get no call from you or E, yo. That's crazy.
No, you
Right
should
there in
have known,
Katona. Right there in Katona.
I think it's 4 years ago. But COVID, like, probably like, what, 2019? Like, probably 2019. Right,
Yeah.
about
I was
2019.
still living I was on 174th over that area.
Yeah, I went to
Cause I
like
didn't move
2
it to
games.
November.
Went to like 2 games. I went to the championship game. The whole Katona was flooded. Packed out there.
We,
Had a
we gotta do that
referee.
again.
I mean, had a
Word, that's a
referee.
good tournament.
Rob, yeah, police. Oh no, right? Yeah, right.
You had the police, you had the permit and all that.
He
Yeah.
had the police, had the permit. He had the refs out there. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good, man. And it was playing like I said, each team. I know.
Uniform, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the uniform. I know dudes from the ranch had a team. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was cool. That shit was cool, bro. We all out there. That shit was a good look. You definitely could do that again, man. You know, definitely do that again. That'd be cool. As you can see, man, like I said, we gonna have to, you know, fund for our own. And the good thing is, what I like about us, yo, we ain't gonna be asking for no, fundraisers. I mean, I feel like we all could do it on our own for now. If it's big stuff, then okay. You know what I mean, some big stuff that we need help with, but the stuff we don't have to ask people for help, man, because they really don't.
Nah, you need to
You-
ask people for help though. People need to get involved. They need to get involved because it's for the community, making this shit better for them
No,
too
no, no.
as
I'm not talking
well.
about the community. I'm talking about just stuff that we
Like,
can. Like we don't have to go be asked for help like that. I mean, like if you want to contribute, you can contribute, but we're not gonna base stuff on. It's not gonna happen because you ain't giving the money to us. We gonna be able to fund it compared to if we don't have it and we depending on you to help us. Know what I mean?
I got you, but we still want them to contribute too, because the more money we get, the more things we can do, the more because look, it don't have to stop there. You know, we could do other things. You know, maybe we can have somebody like Kev's about to at his joint about to get a food truck. Maybe you have something out there. You know, like the more funds we get, the better. You know,
Yeah, the more resources. Yeah, resources. You got more leverage. You can do a lot more.
maybe we start doing back to school shit like for kids and shit, getting involved and stuff
Take
like
a
that.
thing. Even we do that, we work, niggas. Put out money up. It's cool. It's cool for the funding, man. But Todd, niggas don't really want.
If they,
Niggas don't
man,
really,
but
they
you
want niggas see niggas win, bro.
if they don't do it, if they don't help, it ain't gonna stop the show, right?
Know what I'm trying
But
to
it
say?
would be
Like,
nice.
no, I'm for all that. I'm for all that. You know, doing back fundraisers stuff like that. But you know, it just not everybody want to see you win. I mean, and it's like I bet you we
Go
could.
Ralph.
Okay, come back.
Yeah, you gotta shift your camera off.
Yeah, you gotta spin it, Ralph. There you go.
I don't know.
Nah,
Nah,
you
you
got you
still
already
get
nah.
back.
Solid. There
Yeah.
you go. Nah, the other.
Now it's the other way, right?
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so Rob, we were just talking about I don't know, it's probably too late now because I'm pretty sure school gonna start like next week or something. But we want to give you want to do stuff like get it back to like school products, stuff like that. Like we gotta plan some of what we giving back, man, to the neighborhood, to the youth and all that stuff. So we want to try to plan something.
Yeah, he definitely
now
gave
we
it up.
Now we definitely need to got basketball tournament next year. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Like you said, we need
Bro.
to start playing for that shit now. We
For the
definitely do that.
summertime, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
summertime, yeah. Like July, You probably do like, I don't know. I did my joint. It was for the moment. I did that joint like in probably like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Did like 2, 3 games a day. Probably like a Tuesday and a Wednesday. That's my days off of work. That's when I did it. Like it wasn't on a Saturday and Sunday. And I did a championship game on a Saturday. We had a cookout and all that. Just, you know what I mean? You gotta make something happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
It
definitely,
was a
definitely can
good
do it. You
turnout.
just gotta start planning, like I said, from
Yeah,
now to where
yeah,
once you start getting the teams to commit, they do like they little, partial payment, they deposits,
yeah.
and
And I even charge a lot of money. I probably charge a team probably like 200, 250. And
That's not bad.
I
That's
probably
still not
that's
spend
bad.
that's what
out my
the
own pocket like
normal
3,500. Out my
yeah
own pocket.
that's
Trophy
what
is like 15, 1600.
the normal price is for like tournaments anyway. Like if you're doing like a regular tournament, but if you're doing it like a
Yeah,
live period to where it's like tournaments, usually like 375 per team. They give
hmm
you multi-team discount. Like if you come in with like 2 teams, they give you like a multi-team discount. But usually, like I said, if you was to order a whole bunch of uniforms, let's say you ordered reversible uniforms, or not even reversible. You could just do one team, like 12 different colors. You got 12 teams in a
Right.
tournament. You're not gonna spend a lot of money for those uniforms, and you basically order 15. So in case a team lose a pair of shorts or use a top or whatever the case may be, you charge them $30 each extra uniform. So you order 15 per color.
Mhm.
After the three extras that you lose, you're not playing in mismatched uniforms. You got no text, no nothing. You lose them because you put that on the coaches. You're like, all right, now the coaches take their uniforms after each game because you're responsible
yeah,
for it. Don't let the kids. You do like a
Yeah.
freaking open roster to the fourth game. Let's say if you do a long tournament like a summer, like July, August, it ends in August or something like that. It gives you more time. You do like have the grill out there selling food. You making
yeah.
Right.
money.
That's what we was doing. Yeah.
You know,
Waters
you
and stuff
do
like that. Yeah.
you do stuff like that with the kids. Before I had got cut off, it's like me and Mac wanted to do that because when we was winning, everybody wanted to play us and
Mhm.
beat us. So now it's like, who are you gonna get to support your tournament? Like I came out there a couple of times, but you want teams coming from like Harlem, you want teams coming from Westchester.
hmm
You gotta have that joint plan so where it's like, damn, let's say this is your third year doing it. You did it 2 years. This is your third year, third annual. Now it's like you got top tier teams coming in there and you giving out good stuff because that's what the kids want. That's what these programs want. Trophies is fine, but I can put you onto another place where you get the rings, which the same
Mhm.
price you pay for a trophy, you get a nice little ring. Vice
Yeah.
versa, you do it to where you made enough money to where it's like, okay, instead of giving trophies and rings out, they give sweatsuits out. Championship.
Mhm.
Let's just say if you named it y'all name it 134 boys. Y'all have the Nike sweatsuits. You get it embroidered. 134
Mhm.
boys. You give out that. Book bags with that on it. Nike book bags.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Varsity jackets where I get my uniforms from. I can get you dirt cheap varsity jackets. Real leather. Well, Tom seen our jackets and stuff like that. Wool
Yeah.
and leather. Or whatever the case may be. So it's like a lot of things that you give out, which is not a lot of money. That's what these kids really want. And once you do it one year, they're gonna be like, damn, I want to come back. But when you're doing your next one, and if you're
Yep.
doing it every year, or if you get a good turnout, then you get it to where it's like, and you don't turn no teams down. That's what a lot of people do. They pick and choose. I want this team. Nah, you want to put your team in it. Put your team in. If they get killed by 100, they get killed by 100. You know this ain't
Yeah.
where you belong no more.
Mhm.
Well,
You
come
know what I'm
back
saying?
next year stronger. You see the competition. Come back next year stronger.
But that's basically what it is. I learned that from me being turned down so many years to where I had to prove myself. Like, oh, who are you? Like, nah, we good. We got our teams already. Until they gave me the opportunity that year, and I just say, oh, they was like, oh, damn, I didn't know you was coming like that. And it's like people just they don't give credit until it's like to it's due or it's like you prove yourself. But AAU was tough, man. So funding is the hardest thing and getting those 5-star players that rather go play on a team like this new Puma circuit. You got kids bouncing around too. That's another thing with AAU, kids bounce around, no loyalty,
Yep.
like no
It's
loyalty.
I just also found out you could pay kids in AAU now.
Well, you name it, people are doing it, man. Like
Yeah, but when you got them type of resources, you on the circuit, like you EYBL or you UA or Adidas, 3SSB, you know what I'm saying? They got the funds. They can say, yo, listen, we want you to play for us. Come over here. We'll take care of your private school fees, or we'll give you 20K and play for us on our circuit.
You know, that's how you lose these kids. And then another thing too with AAU is like there's no loyalty. Meaning, and it's sad to say it's like no loyalty. Everybody's trying to like backdoor you. Everybody's trying to like Ty said, Lacey couldn't throw the ball through his legs or whatever. He got better. Now, nobody called Tyree's phone before on Instagram or Facebook. Nobody called him. Never called Sam or never until they see Lacey get a little better. Now you got the DM nigga sliding in your DM. Yo, fuck that nigga Rob. Come bring Lacey over here. Come play with me in this tournament or come play with me in that tournament. But nobody was reaching out to you when you was learning.
Right.
You know, and people
They
don't
want the finished product. It's
You know?
easier to get the finished product.
and then take all of the credit for it.
Yeah, like you built them up to this point.
That's how we got a lot of kids. First year when we went to nationals, we placed fifth in the B division, Division 2, under NYC Elite, which that was old brother team Mike. And then we saw kids look, they was playing with Gauchos, Jaquan Sanders and Darrell Victory. They were sitting on the bench crying after they lost. Gauchos they flew a kid in from North Carolina, which was supposed to be good, and they were sitting on the bench. And when they lost that game, it was a nail biter. They lost it, they were just sitting there crying. So me, being the person I am, I'm from New York, I see the kids, and I wanted them anyway. I go and tap him on the back, like, yo, pick your head up, man. His cousin played with us, bum. But you know, trying to, like,
Yeah.
I picked, like, yo, get up. What y'all doing, man? Y'all lost.
Yeah, Rob breaking up.
Shit, that buck 36. The phone's probably hot now.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody's at 99%. Everybody?
Everybody at 99.
You gonna route too?
Chev is at 100. Robert, he was at 99. It's going to take a little long because he keep cutting off, so it got to connect. So
yeah, we don't that shit doing that shit no more.
we could start, you know.
Get ready-
I
get ready
was
to
trying
go
to
out.
wait for him to come back on so we can thank him for coming on and
Yeah,
kind of close out. But
yeah.
something going on with the service. So
See if he able to come back.
Yeah, I was get top of the route. We gotta do something, bro. We gotta do something, bro.
there you go.
There you go.
Definitely gotta do something with that. Yeah, yo, it's a lot of ways you could go, bro. We go a lot of ways you could go, man. Ty, you
And
talking about-
opportunities are wide
about-
open, man.
Ty, you talking about giving back
Wide open.
turkeys, man. We give back turkeys like
I said that before we even started. I said that's what we should start looking into doing because again, that'll build everything up for us as well.
we have to like, you know, be the pioneers in the neighborhood. But yeah, man, we can look into the tournament. Rob's talking about the Rock. Start getting that information now, man. We can get into it, bro. We definitely want to do that, bro. Definitely want to do that.
The permit is the hardest thing for me. And after asking Ms. Lonnie to help me with that, or Off to help me with that too. So
Okay.
You played it at Katona?
yeah, the tournament right there, that joint right there, across the street from the church, right on the
Right.
other side from the double rim,
Oh,
across the street from
well,
baseball
good,
field. Yeah,
My good boy.
yeah,
yeah.
the yeah.
So you know what I mean?
You don't like the other side.
Nah, that shit is double rim. Nigga on
You,
trying
you,
double
you
rim.
probably could run two games at one time.
But double rims is hard. Nobody like
Oh,
playing on double
double-
rims. Yeah,
They're gonna have to
We
figure
probably
it
do
out,
it
man.
at Katona. Probably get them to change them shits.
they probably can.
Right, Rob? You could probably get them to change that, right?
Yeah, they'll change the rims for you. But
Yeah.
the park department, you actually, if you buy them, you put them up and then they put the old ones back once you finish with it. You just gotta, once you get the permit and stuff like that, they'll do all of that for you. It's better for you too. What you should do is try to get also like, if you're gonna do all like July and August, try to get you like a rain site. That's what a lot of people don't have in these summer leagues. Where if like, well, you with the right people, you put the permit in, you get the gym, whatever gym you choose, you have that permit for those days. Even if it don't rain, you still have those days. So you will get it like from whatever day you decide to do the tournament from and when you think it's going to end. So it won't prolong your tournament to where it's like
Yeah.
your championship was scheduled to be August 5th. but now you got to push it back because you had a lot of rain days. But if you got
Oh,
the rain site, when it rains, you
Yeah,
can take it in the gym. You know, no,
that's what happened with that Rucker game when they
yeah,
went over to Gauchos
you know,
because it was raining.
you do that, and then with that situation, with that being said, you have it covered. Everything will be covered, and yeah, and you don't have to worry about it. Referees, if we can get some referees, like it's a lot of them that you know. Actually, Shantae do refereeing now, stuff like that, and all of the guys who I know, I'm pretty sure we can get refs there with no problem. And then you do it to where you just charge ref fees.
it's correct.
Yeah, if you start early, get the uniforms, and then each team pay their referees like we pay in Hoops in the Sun $45. Because you think
Yeah.
about it, if they do 5 games, you know, they good. You
Yeah.
know, two refs a game. You start early and you get out of there early. You don't got to be there all day. Make
Yeah,
sure you,
we gotta put that together.
So we
know.
definitely had a bunch of good ideas that came out today, and we got a whole rundown of how the whole AAU worked in the back side of it and front side of it, the ups and downs. So we appreciate all the information you gave us today.
Definitely.
We want to promote you too as well. If you would like to give your email or phone number, any contact that anyone that has a child that's looking to play at elite level and get some great training IQ from basketball, they can reach out to you.
And you do private
Oh,
workouts, right?
yeah, we in the process of doing it now because we got in Monroe High School gym. The coach there, Glasses, that helped us out. Then they got a beacon thing there. So they gave us a couple of days they gave us 3 days. And one of the
Nice.
days is Saturday. So we gonna start doing some training, free training at that. We're not even gonna charge.
Boom, boom, boom.
Just to give out some stuff. Also too, if anybody listening tonight or was listening, and this is towards the end of it, because I know we're about to get off. If we grew up together, if we knew each other from back in the days or whatever the case may be, and you have any kid, girl or boy that need help getting into a school, you can easily get in contact with me. Call me. I will help you no matter what the situation is. We need to get together as one, especially everybody from the neighborhood. If you still feel away and you don't want to reach out, that's cool too. But I'm reaching out and I'm willing to help any and everybody if your kid needs to get into school. If it's high school, if they didn't graduate from high school yet and they need to get in prep school, if they did graduate and their grades is messed up, I can get them in the JUCO. If everything is taken care of, I can get them in a high major. Don't be ashamed to reach out to me.
Before we go, Rod, just one quick question, right? Well, not question, but just I want to see where your memory's at. So when we was in 186, it was me, E, and Rod against you, X. I forgot what else y'all had. Right, and you guys are my favorite players, but X was my favorite player, so I was just happy to play against him. But when we beat y'all, right? We
Think about
beat
it.
y'all.
Think about
Yeah.
it. Think about it.
How did that feel?
It
I
felt, it
mean,
felt great to
yo, hold on. But like they all say, right? Eventually you get to beat the GOAT.
Yeah, I got you. That's
You know?
that's a good
Like,
answer. That's a
no,
good.
hold on. And I'm not saying eventually, when we get older, you guys was younger. Y'all got the best of us that day, but it took y'all a very long time to beat
They
us.
did. They did. They ain't gonna lie. It took a long time to
You
beat
know,
y'all.
One more
Oh,
thing. In that time,
I
I was
I
gonna
don't
say that.
I know
Yeah, yeah,
I know what you supposed to say.
yeah.
Yo, the question to y'all, how did it feel? Because I didn't ask y'all that when X was up there. I wanted to ask what was going through you guys' mind, knowing that, like you said, 'cause people really hated, like nobody really when y'all used to see us play, what did y'all get out of that? Like knowing, like, okay, these guys are the guys to beat, and like when y'all seen us play, what was going through your mind?
let me go.
You wanna go first?
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, no, we looked up to a couple of y'all. You, X, D Mac is little. Like, I mean, I didn't see D Mac like that too much. So basically, it was you and X. I seen Quan a little bit, right? But you guys, right? Whenever when we got to our prime, we felt like it's still like the movie The Avengers. Like, yo, it's still yo, we killing anybody. but there's still some other dudes that we gotta beat. I don't see them no more. When they come, at that time you guys got older, you know what I mean? So you coming back around like, yo, nah, we gotta beat Rob, man, we gotta beat X. It was just y'all was like the Jordans of the hood. Like it wasn't, we wasn't gonna be good enough unless we beat you. I don't care how old y'all was. I don't care what was going on. It was the strength. It was just like, yo, listen, man, I got one on Rob. I don't care if he got 100 on me. I got one with him. That's all that matters. That's all that
That's
matters.
love.
But
That's what's up. That's definitely
yeah,
what's
but
up.
yeah, like when we were young, I was young seeing you on 134 balling, seeing X, in the papers, you guys was like, like I said, even Avalon, like just hearing the stories, y'all going all these places and doing all this stuff. It's just surprising to me because we didn't know about all that. I mean, like we didn't know you guys was going to Bay Club. I mean, going to Orchard Beach at
Man, we
12
went
years old.
everywhere. We used to, my mom, their parents used to give us money. We used to keep the money for food, nigga, and walk to the game. So imagine walking from Bristol or hopping the bus or the train to get to Riverbank, from Riverbank to Roberto Clemente, from there to UDC, which is on 213th and like White Plains Road. From there, go to Co-op City. From Co-op City, you can go maybe to fucking watch a game and Golden Hoops on 116th and 20th and like Broadway, Columbia University, watching
That's
Felipe
east to
Lopez.
west to south.
So we did a lot, man. We did a lot growing up, man.
So, right.
I
Yeah.
just wish everybody did everything together, man. Things would have been much better. Like things would have been much better. Especially getting these kids off the street. We traveled as far as Vegas, New Orleans, Texas, of course local, like Virginia, DC, Maryland. We stayed in old PA, we stayed in that. Florida. We took these kids a lot of places. North Carolina, South Carolina. So where they wasn't
Connecticut.
doing that. Connecticut, they
This
wasn't
is your
doing that.
AAU program?
My AAU. We go.
Yeah, it definitely gives kids a chance to get out of their area.
So by seeing that is like I would think people would wanna,
Yeah,
even if they knew
100%.
somebody, like if you know somebody, like you know what? These guys got their paperwork together. Anything that's donated over $1,000, you can put that on your tax on your
right on.
taxes
Yep.
because we got our
Uh-huh.
501c3. We're a nonprofit organization, but people don't be seeing that junk. But they see it. They just don't want to help
They
out.
see everything, Rob. They see everything. But for me, to the question was, I didn't want y'all to know it because I always wanted y'all to think like, you still there, right? He went off again.
You froze?
Yeah.
Everybody's reconnecting. It's reloading.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably as long as we did.
Not yet. We have 149 and like 10, 15 seconds. Yeah. 55. Yeah, it'd be the longest.
Yeah, so I mean,
We're just gonna wrap it up when he get back and then.
yeah.
But good episode, guys. We did our thing with this one.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was hoping he was able to share his information, or we can post it on. We can paste his email or phone number for contact.
Nah,
Because
we
man,
promoted.
New York got a lot of talent, man.
Definitely promoted.
There you go.
Ty, you come back, Ty, you try to close it out, bro. Yeah, yeah, man, we do a lot of ways to this, man. It's a lot of things we can do, man. A lot of things we can do.
But yeah, that was definitely a cool idea. We can brainstorm on that and see what it takes to get something like that started, Ross. So you're not by yourself.
Yeah, Rob. So you get us, Rashi? Can't hear you.
I really don't hear you.
Yeah.
You gonna have to go back out and come back in because you're not even recording.
Yeah, the other one will close out.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yep,
hear you.
we hear you.
That's my fault.
It's all good. So we're gonna wrap it up. We almost at 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you finished giving out with
Yeah, if like I said, if anybody interested in starting the AAU program, it's simple. Go on AAU.org. Just create a name. Make sure you LLC it so nobody can steal your name or get your 501 together. That's it. Then you can take off from there. As long as you got the kids.
Yeah, and just your information in case someone wants to just reach out to you for their child.
If somebody wants to reach out, you can email me or you can email us at courtmasterselite.gmail. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
The email because my
That's
number I
fine.
can't give out no more.
Yeah, I got
Gmail
you.
or at
At Gmail.
So
Courtmasters
again, it's
at
courtmasterselite gmail.
Yes. All right. Rod, again, thank you. Appreciate sharing your time, your
Thank you,
story.
Rob.
Good looking, Rob.
And
Coming on.
Rashawn, you can get my number
Yeah,
from any one of them.
I'm
And
definitely gonna give
also,
y'all.
as
Yeah,
soon
that.
as you guys want to sit down and I'll give y'all all my uniform information, and then the tournament, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm willing to help whatever way I can help, and so on and so forth, and would love to be a part of it.
Thank you, bro. We appreciate it,
We're
bro.
going to
Appreciate it,
definitely
bro.
put that together.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you coming
Yeah,
on,
we
bro.
appreciate your time and all the
And
information you
one day
gave us.
soon, we got to get in the gym and play again.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
ready now. I'm ready now,
Yo,
man.
Yo,
Let's do it.
I'm good.
I
Rob,
watch, Rob. I'm
Yo,
a
look
coach.
at you,
Let's
look
do
at
it.
Yvonne shaking his hand.
I'm a coach, man. I'm a coach, man. I'll watch this.
I'm playing. I'm ready now.
Yeah, man. All right, man.
don't forget to like and subscribe. Do all those things on
Yeah,
all
ready now.
platforms, YouTube, Facebook.
Ready now.
You're now rocking with the 134 Smash Podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 Podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 Podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134 Podcast, uncut and raw. You know Smash about to happen on Smash, about to test you with the pressures. Hope you dudes and you chicks going past on go mode, so you can't stop it. We let the feds shoot, so pick any topic. My bro Yvonne, yeah, he been a dawn, live from the X, been putting that ish on. Don't even try the boonies and let it fly. The corner store on Lyman don't play about the homie ride. Talk about A1s, been loyal from day one. What y'all know about the horsemen? What? My four brothers, I'm speaking for them. I'm leaving you gems, so I hopped on this beat like Kevin the Rim. This here, perfect timing. Cash Ruger, that's who rhyming. We shining like new diamonds. They sharper than new liners. We ready, we on timing. You don't think you on timing. You know where the finest from Bristol to Lyman. You're now rocking with the 134 Smash Podcast, uncut and raw. You're now rocking with the 134